Why don't you cut out? Well, open that. You're starting this off.
I am starting it off. What is this again?
So this is oh my god, I have the label thing right next to me.
My camera's terrible.
Yeah. Sorry, there's not much we can do about that. This is Chantilly cream vanilla bean sheet cake from Trader Joe's. He doesn't have one by him.
Got Walmart.
Walmart, no, you can only get this.
No, that's all we have.
Yeah, you can only get this from Trader Joe's, and the closest one for me is like 30 minutes away, which I went this morning. So,
where'd you go?
We did our grocery shopping out in Naperville, which is where Trader Joe's is at. Okay. Bolingbrook, and then Romeoville. So
it sticks to this fucking thing.
Yeah, but oh my god, is it worth it? If you guys have not had this is his first time experiencing this. This is crack. My girlfriend found this on TikTok. She tried it. Every time we go to Trader Joe's, it's our immediate first pick.
Okay, so I'm gonna get my spot, and you're gonna get your own.
Yeah, you gotta try the whole thing. Because, Jesus Christ, it's...
If it's this good, Rich might not have any.
Well, you even said that she wouldn't. Alright, I'll just take this.
Can I go, or do I have to wait?
No, you can go. I've already had this. We buy this all the time,
So... I just like a nibble.
A nibble's not enough.
I don't know what I expected. I thought it was gonna be like ginger. This is fucking good.
Right?
This is an issue. This is gonna be bad, man.
I told you!
I fucking hate driving to Naperville, but I'll drive to Naperville for that.
Well, the thing is, you're driving like very close to downtown Naperville to get to a Trader Joe's.
Like where the Mongolian is?
Not anymore. They actually got rid of it.
Good. Mongolian sucks.
Dude, Mongolian Grill's the shit. Like we go there like whenever we can get a chance to. Like I'm planning on taking my girlfriend there for Valentine's Day.
Lennox likes it. He likes it a lot.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I'm sure.
Yeah, this is fucking. This is the thing. This is the thing, guy.
This is the bee's knees.
Find the recipe and beat it.
Which is plastered on the thing. It should be. It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't.
They're not.
Yeah, ingredients. I'm looking at it right there.
They're not scared. Well, good for them.
Well, no, it's Trader Joe's. It's like supposed to be like organic and shit like that.
Like vegan?
Yes, that too.
That's vegan.
I wouldn't be surprised actually.
If that's vegan,
I'm not seeing anything that says vegan, but there is well, there are some like vegan desserts that we saw like right next to it. So
that's amazing.
Told you.
That was super good.
I told you.
All right, man. I see you, Pat.
He's gonna be eating this entire thing throughout this.
You know what the worst part is too? She don't get home till like 8 o'clock tonight.
She's not gonna know it.
So like, I really have to hold it in.
You said Bridge doesn't eat desserts.
I didn't know you were bringing that.
Why do you think I asked you?
She doesn't really like cake.
Okay.
And donuts when it's just like typical stuff. You know, just like your normal cake, like you would get at Walmart. You know, she's like, yeah, I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Same with donuts. Steve's Bakery, which now you did that, now I have to bring Steve's Bakery. Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude.
I just opened a can of worms.
Steve's Bakery's frosting is just pure sugar. There's no like. No, dude, we're not alone. We want to. I hate the apartment. I can't stand those people so much. You used to remember when we were kids and we play our music that loud and shit, and we all wanted a subwoofer.
Well, dude, when I did that review for Halloween Ends, the entire time I had like the lady downstairs blast like R&B the entire time.
Good R&B?
Shit if I know. I was watching a really shitty Halloween movie.
I bet it was R. Kelly.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I have to imagine she was doing like an OnlyFans like live stream or something like that.
I like R&B, but then I don't know, like I don't know. It's weird. Like Jason Derulo is about it for R&B. Even though all of his songs are basically just talking about cheating.
Well, that's just
Jason Derulo when you look that attractive. I mean, I guess. But yeah, no, that was great. That was what? Oh!
Talk to me, guy.
So I've talked about Bash, right? In Ottawa, the sushi burger place.
You told me about some other like Chinese takeout place. You did not mention this.
No, Uncle Wong's. That's a little bit better than Panda Express.
Okay.
It's shitty Chinese food that you would see on Seinfeld. You know what I'm talking about? But no, Bash is like it's expensive, but they have a dessert menu that serves four that me and you can eat without an issue. Fried ice cream.
I've never had that. I remember seeing that in this game that I would play when I was a kid, and like I've seen it like all the time. I'm like, I never.
It's basically half a cake.
Okay.
All fried with ice cream and like a brownie thing on the side of the fried. Dude, I'll have to do that on this one of these times. It's so fucking good. I know you don't like sushi, but their burgers are decent.
Okay.
But their desserts are wildly good.
That's how you know when you live in the Midwest, completely in the middle of fuck nowhere. You have a combined sushi and burger joint.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then Cracker Barrel's like 10 minutes down the street. Which I, honest to God, would prefer going to Cracker Barrel over Bash.
Because especially now for you, since they serve alcohol.
So, I took my buddy, who I kind of recently found out, him and his wife, the one that just had a kid, are, like, from the city-ish. Like, I don't remember where the fuck he grew up at, but they came out here, and we went to Cracker Barrel, and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, like, chill out. Like, it's good. It's worth it. And I got a Budweiser at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, I started drinking before you got here.
It's like college days.
And he's like, you're having a beer? At Cracker Barrel. Like, dude, it's not even 10 o'clock. Like, and have you ever had Budweiser and pancakes? It's phenomenal. So, game changer to Cracker Barrel. You know, besides the fact that it's like the most racist restaurant you can go eat at, it's super good.
God, we're 8 minutes in and we haven't even really started the intro.
No. We started talking about food.
Because I brought him this amazingness.
Bridge hates when I talk about when we go out to eat with her brother because we end up talking about other food that we're eating. We're at Bash, but we're talking about like the other Lone Buffalo, which is the other pretentious restaurant out here. So, oh, you try this? She's like, eat the food and talk about the food that's in front of you.
Oh, you mean the little restaurant that my family decided to give you?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I didn't really fucking realize that Lone Buffalo, right off the turnpike from Sturgeon Bay.
All right. With that note, we actually do need to at least start like the introductory shit. So hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Join My Podcast. It's me and Josh again.
And a Pat and Happy Dragon, because we're from Chicago areas. Well, we're from Illinois.
Yep, which is basically our gamer tags on Steam
for sure.
Which that's gonna kind of correlate into part of the main bulk of what we're going to be talking about today, which is video game stuff, because we never addressed that.
No, we really did.
We didn't address that in the last episode. We didn't say how much of, like, gamers we are, and we're both, like, actually on the completely different spectrums.
We are. Yes, we are. Yeah. When it comes to, like, AAA games.
Like, game preferences.
I don't give a shit about Zelda.
Yeah,
I've played Breath of the Wild, I really don't.
Yeah, he's a co-op person, like multiplayer online co-op person. I'm a single player 0 online person. which actually, by the time of this recording, is changing because I just downloaded Palworld, actually.
Yeah. The guy who loves Pokemon doesn't have a Pokemon tattoo that I do. Coming to the dark side.
Well, I only have one tattoo, which oddly enough, I can't remember if I told you this before. My mom thought I went to LA strictly just to get this tattoo.
I mean, that's not far off base. A lot of people do that shit.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of people.
Well, that was back when ODE had the goal of like, oh, get our Facebook page to 1,000 likes, I'll go get a tattoo. Shortly after that, we disbanded, and
How many likes were you at?
Close? No, we were over. We hit 1,000.
Well, you don't have the tattoo.
Yes, I do. I do have
the ODE tattoo.
It was never gonna be Arday's End. It was never gonna be Arday's End. I was just gonna get a tattoo. It was never gonna be our band name because I knew that was gonna be something along the lines of like getting your ex-girlfriend's name tattooed on you, which ultimately would have ended up being the case. So,
if we do get to 1,000 likes, views, or whatever, within the parameters, I'll get any tattoo they say.
Oh, he's gonna. I can't remember who did this, but he's gonna pull the PewDiePie fist bro or whatever that.
The N-word?
No, no, not that. Someone got a PewDiePie logo tattoo on his ass. And I can't remember who it was.
That is one of the parameters. I'm not allowed to tattoo my ass. Bridge, yeah, she's like, you do whatever you want. Don't do your neck or your ass. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Which means a teardrop tattoo is imminent.
Face. I would assume face is under neck. Well, I told her the pterodactyl I'm going to get is going to go, like, peeking, like, right here.
It's going to be, like, the borderline of where she...
Yeah, that'll be it. I told her I wanted the Blackhawks feathers, the hockey team, on the side of my neck. Like, that would be the earring. That would be cool as shit, but, she's like, nah. You're not that guy. I'm like, but I can be. I can be that guy. And she's like, no, don't be that guy. I'm like, but yeah, I will. No ass, no neck, nothing racial or religion bashing, and I'll pretty much I'll get a penis, straight up. Like, that's a tattoo idea I have, so...
Oh, trust me, he went into explicit details about one that we would not be able to show you guys, which would be something if we were to start a one-post exclusive OnlyFans page.
Is that the ankle one?
No, you said you were doing something along the lines of doing what they did in this joke that they made in Family Guy, where you get like an actual rocket on your.
Oh
foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
The elephant ears.
Yes, something along the lines of that.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, but going back to gaming perspective, because we didn't really talk about that. Yeah, I just got Palworld. We tested it on my laptop here before starting this. I'm shocked it runs fine because I don't play PC games or Xbox games just because I don't have an Xbox and I'm always a little skeptical about my laptop, which is why I don't do PC. But it ran like a champ.
It did. I was actually quite surprised for a laptop how well it ran.
Granted, I did buy this gaming laptop in like 2021, I think. So this will be like 3 years old come the summertime.
We also saw it's not super detailed like Elden Ring is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even I would assume Pokemon is not super.
Pokemon for sure would be able to run on this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
but even with like mod support, still, Scarlet and Violet does not run well. No, Scarlet and Violet's dog shit. In terms of quality, it's dog shit. Gameplay wise, I was addicted to it.
Yeah, but is one of them called Depresso? And does he act depressed doing jobs?
Sadly, no.
That's the thing. That's the winner. That's why people that are defending Pokemon to the point of elitist is like, you don't have anything cool like that.
And just so I can bring this up, so I can have this recorded for posterity's sake. Did I ever once say I was never interested in Palworld?
No, you didn't. you said you were hella interested in it. You wanted to play it. There were some designs that were iffy, but that's not really. I wouldn't assume it wouldn't have deterred you from it because of it. Does that offend you that they made a PAL look almost exactly like a fire bunny?
No, it's just funny and a little concerning for indie studio sake, that because Pokemon's the biggest media conglomerate in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't want the indie developer, despite the fact how successful it's doing at the time of this recording, I think it's 8 million sold, which they have the money to
And 4 dudes.
Exactly.
And the artist actually did not get accepted by them in the first place. They kept looking.
So this is a huge slap in their face. I didn't know.
Kept looking, and they're like, "Nah, just call that guy back."
I did not know this.
I just saw it. Take a grain of salt on TikTok, but they literally are like, "No, we're cool," and then they're like, "Hey, remember when we said you weren't good for the company?
Now
Why don't you just come back?"
Yeah, now look at him. But yeah, so yeah, let's kind of just to tear off Palworld, because for me, there's not much I can say. Josh, on the other hand, here,
Christian would be the guy to talk to, but it's great. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to try it, which is going to be crazy because I'm going to have to edit this tomorrow while I'm
trying to play Palworld.
while resisting the urge to do it.
The building in it is way easier than it should be. You could make it hard, but it's very straightforward. You need this in this in this. Make it. Whereas Ark's a little more intense, Rust is a little more, I would assume. But it's good, dude. You capture creatures, they're called pals. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be exciting. I forgot what tangent I was gonna go on. I think I was gonna say something along the lines of what each of our favorite genre is.
Sure.
Well, because I love RPGs, I'm going to be playing Palworld while I wait for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to come out. Also, I'm waiting for Josh to help me out with Elden Beast, because, my god, even as a sorcerer, which should be easy for me, I can't beat him. Because Elden Beast is such a little bitch and just flies from one end of the map to the other, and it pisses me off to God knows end.
We'll do that before we play Palworld.
Just to finally get it.
Yeah, you need to beat it. You need to see the ending. I don't know which one you chose.
Especially since a couple weeks ago, I just finished Liza P, which, by the way, holy shit,
haven't played.
He needs to get on this.
He's big hype train on it. And who doesn't like steampunked version
of Bloodborne?
Yeah, and Pinocchio. Steampunk Bloodborne.
It's honestly it's honestly a disservice and a compliment at the same time to say that Liza P is Bloodborne from Wish or Temu or Shein or whatever site like that.
I would say from what I've seen is Liza P is Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah. You said Temu and AliExpress and all that. It's so good.
No, but right, but before the game came out, a lot of people were saying, oh, Liza P is going to be Bloodborne from Wish.com. No, it is.
I think they were more upset that it was an Indian kid.
No, it's a Chinese studio.
The kid looks Indian.
Did you watch? No, you didn't watch.
The hairstyle makes it. It reminds me of Life of Pi. The movie.
Okay.
You seen Life of Pi?
No.
What?
No, I have not.
First off,
I'm wrong.
It's visual. Yeah, obviously. You're the worst. It's visually stunning. It's gorgeous. If you're ADHD, heightened, big time heightened. But the way the kid looked in there is how Liza P looked to me. I'm not being racist at all. I'm just saying he looked Indian.
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about the devs in the studio
No. The character model. Character model.
I thought we were talking about.
No, character model.
Shit.
Continue.
No. Liza P, I just finished the game a week or 2 weeks ago. it automatically jumped me into New Game Plus. When you can unlock the scythe as a weapon, it became my favorite, despite the fact I used the default greatsword for almost the entire game.
Giant dagger knife.
Yes,
Literally, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. The bone saw wasn't bad. The wind up, even for like light attacks, was insanely slow.
I saw speedrunners using which I assume is a rapier.
Yes, that's your light weapon. Like you have when you start off, you have rapiers, which is the light one. You have, I think, just a regular sword for medium, or for like regular sword damage, and then you have the one I was just talking, and then you have the great sword that I was talking about earlier. I mostly stuck with great swords up until the end when I got the scythe. The scythe, oh my god, loved it.
Was it a steampunk scythe?
Yes, actually it
like
was.
Gears and shit up top and all that jazz.
Dude, it's like its specialty turns it into like a whip.
So Dante's Inferno.
Kind of.
Sick.
Yeah, no.
That's so cool.
I'm telling you guys, he needs to get Liza P. Like even if he needs to wait for it to go on sale, which is essentially what I did when I bought the game, because I bought it for Black Friday.
I played the demo, and the demo was great.
Yeah, no, you owe it to yourself to play it, and I've told him and another one of our coworkers this multiple times. I cannot hype this game up more. He needs to play it.
Unrelated. Oh, I guess it's kind of related. What was the guy's name in Soul Calibur that used the rapier? He was really good. Because he had that attack where he did like 10 times. And you get caught, you're screwed.
It's not Zazamel. It's not Nightmare.
You know exactly what... It's Soul Calibur, right?
Yes. I'm thinking of Soul Calibur characters, despite the fact that neither one of us are good with fighting games.
We're not. We like them, but we're not.
Like, I want to be excited for Tekken 8. I really do.
It looks super good.
But I'm just not.
Did you see the movesets for Tekken?
I watched a little bit of Maximilian Dude play the story mode.
No, like the what you press to do all the moves.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude.
I'm sure it's nutty.
It's like you have to scroll twice on a 40-inch TV or 32. It's a lot. Let's just put it. It's a lot of things you have to do.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's nutty. I'm sure it is. Like, I'm not putting that past.
So your favorite genre is RPG.
Yes, so like you got Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. I'd say action RPG in that sense because Kingdom Hearts really did like.
I was gonna say, would it be turn-based?
No, I'm one of those guys that can't do turn-based.
It's dead.
Yeah, like if I'm playing like original Final Fantasy VII, if I'm playing Earthbound, Pokemon, obviously.
Have you tried Trails of Mana?
No, I have not.
I heard it's good, and it's action RPG too.
Yeah, but yeah, like action RPG, those are like my favorites. Otherwise, I'm pretty much all over the spectrum. I just don't like first-person shooters anymore. Minus Doom. Doom is like the only exception to that.
I've never played Doom, but I've seen enough of it to be like, it would be great.
Oh, you would love it, especially because you and I are metal people.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, you.
As we play Palworld.
Yeah, as we're about to do that.
I'd say genre MMORPGs.
So like
World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, New World, when it works. Entity, hint, Amazon, you're $1 billion company. Palworld servers are better than yours. Get your shit together.
Despite the fact I think it just got multiplayer, we haven't tested this out yet at the time of this recording.
No, I think it's always had multiplayer. We're waiting for crossplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you chose multiplayer world.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have crossplay yet.
Oh, okay.
That's what, because then we play with Christian. That's the whole thing. They said they're working on that ASAP. So
okay.
I would assume in the next couple months.
Gotcha.
But yeah, those kind of games where you have to super grind mounts and just different armors. I like MMOs that make your armor set look different. Not just it's your base armor, but your skills change. That just.
And then sorry to go.
It's like you're stealing from me.
And then sorry to go back to it, but back with Pokemon with Palworld, like I made a rant video about this back when I was playing Callisto Protocol on Twitch, which I don't use anymore, so I'm not gonna plug my Twitch account in. I'm sorry,
No, from the horror genre, calling from Dead Space.
Which well, then again, he never finished Resident Evil 8.
Hey man, I tried the scariest part.
He's a
And I did it by myself in a house where no one was home, where we have multiple ghosts. All I'm saying.
He also cannot do. He loves horror movies, but he cannot do horror games.
Monsters Inc. scared me when it came out. It was the bed scene when the eyes opened up.
Okay, I need to plug his YouTube channel. I'll leave the video in the comments, but
if people start watching it, I'll finish Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, no.
Then do Biohazard.
I'm gonna plug the last episode he did, which is House Beneviento. Please talk about that one for me.
What is the name of it though?
House Beneviento?
No, what did I name it?
I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna plug it in the description and or leave it in like a pinned comment for this. But yeah, oh my god, you need to watch that video. He fainted on screen.
Oh yeah, I blacked out Part 3 Resident Evil Village, and the profile picture is buttery chocolate crust running from the baby. No, dude, I'm scared of everything. My wife knows that. We go to haunted houses. They always put me in the front of the pack. Like I have to experience first. And everybody's never scared. I'm the only one that's ever scared. Only because I'm the first one going. Bridget just giggle laughing because she's a leprechaun that I married. Everyone else just likes to laugh at me getting scared while I'm in my life hyperventilating and dying. So I'm like Mike Tyson through haunted houses. So I'm like this, yeah, like that. But
before he continues, I also need to preface this by saying he started recording that part of it by chugging Das Boot, essentially.
It was technically 4 High Lifes in a jug.
Yeah.
I have the jug. I had to. I was on another level.
I kept warning. When he was playing it, I kept warning him like, "Oh, wait until you get it."
It's a lot.
Because that scared the shit out of me. Both base game and DLC. Both of them scared the shit out of me.
Like it's already scary. Why do you have to shut the lights off? Like when I was playing Dead Space, there was that whole level.
I need to get the remake.
Have you played it at all?
No.
So there's a part in there, and it like you're walking through it, and then all of a sudden, all the lights shut off. And the only flashlight you have is your gun aimed in. So when you aim your gun in, it's you're zoomed in more, but that's the flashlight. So you can't see shit behind you. But that's what you terrifying. But I drank the beers. Played the level by myself, and there was a part where the baby came out, and I was told it was scary. I watched Pat's reaction to it, but I never saw what it was. But when I saw it, I got so scared, I paused it, and I literally, punched myself, punched, and I don't remember doing that. You could see it on stream, I brought myself back on the video. It was horrifying. Horrifying. And then I ballsed up and finished the rest of the level, which was, I don't know, the equivalent of a woman moving a car off a baby kind of adrenaline rush. That was my opus. What is it?
Opus Max?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because the dolls that kept jumping at you, you saw the rest of it. The whole time.
No,
I told him he got through the worst part of it. After that, it's kind of a cakewalk. There might be some enemies in the cavern aspect before you fight Heisenberg that might get him, but otherwise, yeah, no, he got through the worst part.
It doesn't take much to scare me.
But anyway, just because we got sidetracked, because I wanted to talk about Pokemon.
Also, plug your own thing too. You got scared during the village, also.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be on my channel.
Plug your video. At some point, find it. But
Yeah.
his reaction is also.
I'll put both reactions to the base game and the DLC's version, because the editing that I did for the DLC version of House Beneviento was probably one of my favorites.
It's also funny too to watch both of our videos because he's just an evolved form of me. Like, he's the mega form. I'm the form right before that. So it's just like you watch mine, you're like, D, what happened? So and then we used the earth stone on each other. It was a beard stone technically, but yeah,
The Harry Stone.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back because we got sidetracked. From a Pokemon standpoint, I grew up with it for years, since I was in first grade. Grew up with the franchise, loved it. Was extremely burned out by Sword and Shield. Like, it was basically a 3DS game blown up to Switch.
I did really like Ruby and Sapphire though.
Oh, no, that and
Top tier legendaries.
that one, yeah, legendaries are great. The starters are probably some of the best that's ever been introduced.
Yes.
They're unanimously loved. There's not one.
Mudkip is
There's not one that's hated amongst Gen 3 starters. There's not one. Platinum's fucking terrific. But no, I'm talking about like from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Platinum is definitely the best one out of Gen 4.
Oh, and mine in Silver. I like Lugia a lot.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Lugia is the best.
Legends Arceus, phenomenal game. Scarlet and Violet, I see there's addictive. It's addictive for sure. I'm currently doing type runs in the game, and I just finished my electric type run last night.
What does that mean?
So
Nutshell it.
So say I'm doing a psychic type run, I'm using Metagross, Hisuian, oh my god, what is it called? Hisuian Braviary, Slowbro, Claydol. I'm gonna get to that. Claydol, Alolan Raichu, and
Is that the cute Raichu?
and Malamar. Let's just say that. So notice how each one of them have. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, you notice one exact common trait that they have. They all have the Psychic type, despite the fact that I'm carrying a different type. So like Hisuian Braviary is a Psychic and Flying type.
All been Rule 34.
Alolan Raichu is an Electric and Psychic type. So you have that aspect.
Oh, so that's his new thing.
That's what I do.
I thought they just made him cuter. Honestly, no, that's my whole thought. I was like, he's cute as shit!
Well, no, like, do you in Pokemon Gold and Silver, you know about the Pokemon Corsola, right?
Say names. It's like watching Naruto all over again.
For real. It's a rock and water type. It's very rare to get. But it's a Pokemon designed on like coral reefs.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
In Sword and Shield, there is one that is a ghost. There's a version of it that's a ghost type, and that's based off of the fact that we actually are in real life losing a lot of coral reefs. So, Galarian Corsola is a ghost type because of all the dead coral reefs that keep coming up. Yeah, so
Just make him look cooler.
Well, there is an evolved
Fucking ice cream cone.
there. Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, but with Scarlet and Violet, I was kind of burned out just because of how the game plays. Granted, I'm still obviously playing it. I finished the DLC on Violet. I have Scarlet as my type run game. But yeah, Christian and I, one of our coworkers, we were talking. We've been saying this for a while. After Scarlet and Violet, unless if for the next Switch console that comes out, which should be sometime later this year, I'm done with the franchise, with the exceptions of the inevitable Black and White remake that's going to be coming. And then if there's another like Legends Arceus type game.
I'm assuming they're gonna after Palworld's whole situation.
Well, not even. Well, no. Gen 10 needs to step it up because of that. But well, and they also said themselves that because of all the criticism that Scarlet and Violet received, Game Freak is finally gonna bump up their product quality Let's hope.
Yeah, as they fucking should.
They're the biggest fucking media conglomerate in the world. You can afford to hire competent people that can actually work on a game and make it fucking stable. But yeah, no, like, unless like, Gen 10 has to really, really be solid. Because otherwise, I'm done with the franchise.
I don't even think it needs super graphical improvement. I just think it needs better character design. I feel like they're all just not copy and paste, but it's like, are you really putting that much effort into it? You see these people on TikTok making these designs. It's like, dude.
Well, and the fact that they said, like, oh, we didn't do, when Megas were a thing, like, oh, we're not doing Mega Flygon because we're creatively bankrupt on that front. Did you even see any of the fucking fake mods that were out when Megas were the big thing and we knew Megas were going to be in, like, consistently in? They were good.
Yeah, they were really good. And especially being Flygon.
Flygon needed that after Garchomp came out, the generation after. It needed a Megastone to make it stand out. But what did they do? No, they gave Garchomp the Megastone just because it's popular.
I don't know. Alone, Flygon's just base model was sick. Like,
oh, it's phenomenal.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe he was already super cool looking that they're like, nah, we're gonna do this to somebody else. So, I mean, I don't know. As far as I know, the last realistic, like, Hindu Pokemon game I played was probably.
You did play Sword and Shield.
I still play it, but it's like when I'm talking like 100%, I'd say Ruby Sapphire.
Granted, I do have the Shiny Charm in Scarlet and Violet. I am one Pokemon away from finishing all three parts of the decks. Regular Paldea and its 2 DLCs. I'm one Pokemon away, which I can easily fix that whenever I want to.
I just don't want it.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't blame you. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no,
I'll live the rest of my life knowing I don't care.
Yeah, no, I got bigger fish to fry. So yeah, actually now I'm kind of glad I got Palworld because I'm also working on Blasphemous 2. I picked that up again. Stop 5 into the damn. I tried to play Blasphemous 2 again last night after dropping it for like months. Oh my god, I have no idea where I'm going.
You beat the first one, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then I'm also doing the knife and handgun run in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Just got to the part where you have to play as Ashley against the Knights. Oh my god.
I'm assuming it's bad because I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Well, at least I'm playing it on easy, so it's going to make it easier. It's just when I get to the island, that's where I'm going to run it.
The achievement hunters won't like that much. You're not playing it on hard?
Oh my god, excuse me, I don't like to play games on professional unless if I absolutely have to.
You mean you don't want to play Apex and get really sweaty playing against sweats and not hit a shot?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
The snort was for added effect for that. I figured he caught on that.
Yeah,
That's why he's cracking a laugh right now. No.
Lorna Shore over here.
The only time I've ever like truly had to play a game like on professional mode was for Kingdom Hearts 3 before the DLC came out because I wanted to have accessibility for the Oblivion Keyblade when that was coming out as like free DLC. So that was the only time I ever did that, and I had to leave my PS4 running for like 2 days straight, even while going to work, because I didn't want to lose my progress on like the final boss. Or when you have, for those who played Kingdom Hearts 3, I didn't want to lose my progress when you have to fight young Xehanort, Xemnas, and Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. I didn't want to lose progress.
Is it just me? Do you kind of miss having to keep your system on for an extended period amount of time to do something?
Well, because when the PS5 was coming out, there was like a report saying like, oh, the sleep functionality is like bugged. It can completely brick or format your entire system. That's why I'm deathly afraid of ever putting it on sleep mode. I don't know if that got fixed. I'm sure it did, but I'm deathly afraid of having that like bricked. So I just shut it off like full style. I know my brother-in-law, who's playing Diablo right now. He was telling me that on Christmas.
Or
What did I say?
Just Diablo.
I don't know.
He's playing Diablo 4.
So sad.
Yeah, every time I go to his house, he always has his PS5 on rest mode, and I fear for that. I don't want his console to break.
Yeah.
And I told him when I went over earlier this week for my sister's birthday, both my sister and her husband are huge Harry Potter fans, and I wanted them to get them Hogwarts Legacy for Christmas. I just never pulled the trigger on that, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because we got them like a gift card to Semino's since she's pregnant and she wants all the food.
Yeah, dude. I just noticed people want money.
Exactly. So we're like, you know what? This is probably the best option.
Like, you played Smash.
I play Smash.
So remember when you had to get Mewtwo in the GameCube you didn't have? Son of a bitch. Yeah, you could do...
What, do you want to get more?
No, I'm just adjusting because
Oh,
I'm fat and my back hurts.
That and the seat you're sitting on has 0 cushion, so...
Where you had to leave your system on all night and then beat the person, and then that's how Mewtwo would spawn in so you could beat him and get him.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of weirdly miss those kind of, like, real-life unlocks sometimes.
That is such an arbitrary, like, unlocking method.
It's like...
It's just, like, weirdly cool. Like, oh, you're screwing the electric bill and you're fucking over your... Like, yeah, but it's like... It's kind of cool in a weird way.
Only from the mind of Masahiro Sakurai could something like that ever come out.
I think it's pretty awesome. I know people have probably changed the date and done it that way. Well, like with Warframe, you've heard me and Christian talk about Warframe all the time. Palworld does it too with their eggs. It's real life time. So, like, you can go into Palworld's time system and fast forward it so you can get your eggs. Whereas in Warframe, you cannot at all. So, to unlock a frame, you have to get the parts.
Have you been watching Ted?
No, there's TikTok in his well.
God, you really need to watch Ted.
I know. I need to watch so many things. But you have to get the parts, and each part takes 12 hours to make. Then, after you make the part, you have to wait for the frame to be built, which takes 3 days. And the only way to fast forward that is by paying money, actual money for it, or if you sell a specific mod, you can sell for platinum. But you'd have to wait. So, I don't know, I just kind of miss stuff. It's annoying. I want to play this right now, and we get this pal now, but
I get it.
it's kind of, when you get it, and you waited that long, it's like, I have a video somewhere at my parents' house of me getting a Charizard out of a booster pack on Christmas morning.
Oh
It was the most fucking 90s nerdy thing that could ever happen, and then my asshole ex-friend stole it from me and lied to this day about it. Yeah, no, super pissed. But it's like, let's go! You know, you gotta use it. Yes! Fucking yes! And you can finally use it and enjoy it and play it and be about it, and I feel like that's gone.
That's how his rage moment right there was basically how I felt.
It's like a 3, bro.
A whole bunch of times during like my Elden Ring and Lies of P runs, because I'm not a like Soulsborne person. I'm not good at the games, but I do love them. Actually, Bloodborne I still need to finish too. I'm at the swamp area where you have to fight those 3 guys.
Bloodborne?
Yeah.
The forest?
Yeah.
The guys in the hoods that spawn the snakes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to beat those guys that I trailed off so long ago.
On PS5?
Technically, yes. It's only PS4. There's no PS5 upgrade.
Yeah.
Why that's the case? Sony, get your shit together. Everyone and their mother wants it.
Play Bloodborne on PS5?
Yeah.
But the PS4 version, you're saying?
Yeah, because there's no PS5 version.
You gotta tell me these things.
Yeah, there's no...
I played Bloodborne longer than all the FromSoft games.
Yeah, there's no PS5 version of it, but you can play it.
Wheel for the win.
I don't have that. I don't have
fucking love the wheel. It's just a wheel.
It's a pizza cutter.
No, it's a literal wagon wheel.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the wagon wheel.
No, yeah, that's what it is.
I'm sorry, the pizza cutter.
No, it's just a wagon wheel that when you want to get arcane out of it, you spin it, and it opens up to 2 wheels. That's all it is. It's a wheel, bro. That's awesome. And since I joined the Powder Keg Covenant, they do big exploding guns. I have a fucking cannon on my arm and a wheel on my back. I don't know what else you want in a video game.
You rock that mama like a wagon wheel.
Dude! It's got no range. But the stun?
Get out of here.
And then a cannon?
Fun.
Best duel in the game. My buddy always laughs. He's like, "Are your fucking wheel still? You know, there's way better weapons you could use, but it's not a wheel. I'm just not throwing a wheel at you."
I really do need to get back to that.
Have you beaten it?
No.
You've never beaten
I downloaded it like ages ago. B, I would always put it on hold. C, Elden Ring came out and took over my life.
Fought the hardest boss in the From Software games.
Oh my god, what's its name? The Orphan?
Pause.
Is that the DLC or is that
Fishing Hamlet.
okay? I only have the base game version. I don't have the DLC because
The Orphan
I got Bloodborne back when PS4 was offering that for free.
It is a redonkulous fight. He uses his mother's intestines as a weapon. And then he has a second form where he flies. What else do you want? Just chucking wheels and throwing kegs at this motherfucker while he's flying in the air with his body parts.
Yeah, that shit's nutty.
So, roar, sleeping. Let's talk about work.
All right, so this is our work segment. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know, I've been waiting.
Because I went yesterday. I went off on him. Well, I didn't go off on like Josh. I was just venting to him. We will always vent to each other like about like how stupid some of our coworkers are being. Oh my god,
We're also stupid. Don't get it twisted.
Let's not. Yeah, like everyone. I know, like apparently it's like commonplace with any job. It doesn't matter what, that second shift hates first shift and vice versa.
And first shift hates their lives.
That's what I'm saying. That's okay. You added that extra.
I know, because it's true.
Yeah. But we just recently had a merge with our second shift guys. They just recently joined us.
Because our company's going under and they won't tell us. So obvious. So especially we can't go into it.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, no, for like ours, for like privacy's sakes, we're not gonna talk about that. But no, like the one kid, so I'm just gonna give him like our truck names, our truck numbers, just because.
Hell yeah, dude.
The dude who drives 705. Oh my god, he needs to get shot and killed. The kid just lives in his own world, just lives in his own bubble, has no perspective on like what's going on around him. Assumes he can do whatever the hell he wants.
And like I said, there's no flow. There's zero flow. I was talking to Brian about that because he's like, I need to go in that aisle. I'm like, dude,
exactly.
Each other out.
Like he and I and another one of our coworkers that I was talking about with like trying to get him on Eliza P.
Yeah.
The three of us like can work in tandem like super well. Like we're like in sync with like mindsets.
Yeah.
that you don't have to think about it either. You know what I mean? It's like,
Exactly.
but continue, go.
But like so many other people are either just stopping in like the middle just to talk to people. They are staying in one spot, just doing God knows what, which neither one of us are like model employees. Let's be real. Our job is so lax. Like we can do whatever we want.
But it's also not that hard.
It's not.
And the managers act like they say it's not that hard. But God forbid if we're busy. Christian texted me today about how there was 3 people at work and him as a tugger. Why are you offering overtime? Oh, we assume more people would show up. Then you just don't have overtime. It looks like nobody's coming in to work.
Well, didn't they also call for like 5 people max?
I think it was what I saw is 3 order pickers and him as a tugger.
Yeah. Okay, because I was gonna say I think I saw like on the sheet it was like 5 people max that they were gonna do.
I don't know. But anyways, continue.
But yeah, no, like, and thank God I was actually the straw that broke the camel's back for one guy that I actually made switch over to another department because, oh my God, he was terrible. We had one guy who had a severe amount of health problems, was insanely slow. I opened Pandora's box, and I'm glad I did, because this guy was terrible. He was terrible at his job. Like, you would sit there. Let's say you're grabbing like a sofa out of an aisle. He would go and reach for it to pull it out of where he needed it, and then all of a sudden,
he'd just stare like a mental patient, and you would wait. This is what would happen the whole time. It'd be like this for 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer, maybe a little shorter.
I was trying to see.
No, it was true. He'd break out of it.
I was also trying to see if I could start drooling there for a second.
That's how it would be, though. What are you doing? And he would just zone out, stand there.
Yeah, and then it took him to hit me like, I'm not joking.
4 or 5.
7 times consecutively. It took him. He hit me 7 times consecutively. Until we finally got him off. Because
you go to a whole other department, thank God.
Yeah, thank God we got that. But now we also have another guy, the guy who drives 708, who, I swear to God, if you mess him up in any way, shape, or form, has like AOL dial-up brain, and if you mess him up in the slightest way, it takes him 5 minutes to figure out what he has to do.
708, 05, 03, 14.
718 is just incredibly great. It believes the world is out to get him and has a... Okay. Oh, actually, I should stop right there.
Want me to say it? I can say it.
You don't care. Go for it.
He thinks everyone's out to get him because he's black. Especially the white people. When, in actuality, he just doesn't want to do work, and you can tell. Because we all do tables. Around 200 pounds, even more. Am I wrong? Some tables are up to like 400 pounds, and you have to go through a 3-foot gap on each side to get this table. Some people put them up top. We all do it. Every single person there does it.
Zero complaints.
Exception of one person. You know what I'm talking about.
It was 3, and it used to be 3, but thank God two of them retired last year.
But he every time he gets tables, he assumes it's because the guy's running the board say it's because he's black. And it's not. He's just a piece of shit worker. He really is. He really, really is a piece of shit worker.
Yeah,
and then he'll call you out on something that you told him to do that he did wrong.
But like,
it's not racist. It's just we're trying to prove you're trying to prove a point while you're being a dick. You did it to me a couple days ago. He was in the aisle. I'm like, come on.
I swear, dude. I wish. I know you were on paternity leave when your kid was born when this happened. I wish you were there for that meeting
where he went off,
and everyone, including the warehouse head manager, even called him out on his bullshit.
Yeah,
I wish you were there for that because I broke my thumb. I'm pretty sure I broke my thumb because I was clenching my fist and shaking so much because of how much bullshit was coming out of it.
We all do the same thing. Every day, every hour, it's the same thing. You don't just... It's hard for everybody. I'm sure pulling that table out is not easy. You're a big boy. You're strong.
Some of them I struggle with, and I've got some good muscle on me.
We're also not pussies, though, either. That's the difference. There's a couple people that need to start fucking, like... Drinking whey protein like water.
Yeah, and then God forbid anyone who tries to 719 gets coddled way too much by management.
That's the other one I was telling you that, with the exception of.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one gets coddled way too much.
And it's not fair, but it's crazy. It's. I can't say it's the new generation
Because it's all
also ours and before ours generation is the same way, and we're not any better. We're a shitty, but.
Speaking of which, you want to finish that? Do you have any more to that? Before
No, it looks like you're gonna tell me Ray's coming back.
No. This was something that my mom was telling me when I went to my sister's for her birthday earlier this week. So we went to my sister's for dessert for her belated birthday. Because she was out of town on her actual birthday.
You have to take the private jet together.
Yes, despite and even though she lives like 5 minutes from me, I just wanted to take the jet.
And it's not even a puddle jumper either. It's like a legit jumbo jet.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to take the jet. Okay, I just wanted.
You had enough time to have caviar.
I had to make sure the engines ran after sub-zero weather. I wanted to make sure it ran well. But we were talking. My mom, I forgot what started this conversation. I think it was so my girlfriend was about to look into another venture to make some extra cash on the side because we're trying to look for a house. We're trying to get a house, and my mom was like, "Oh, your generation." She was telling my sister, her husband, and myself this. Oh, your generation has it so much easier. You guys make way more money. You guys should be better off. We're all just like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, where are you looking?
Yeah. She's like, oh, I got this information from Facebook. There's your problem.
Yeah, no.
Because you're looking at boomer mentality shit. You're looking at shit that boomers would say.
Stuff was cheaper back in the day.
Exactly.
My mom wrote a letter to herself about what was going on while I was a baby.
Yeah, oh my god,
gas was $1.05 when I was born. There's no way it's easier for us now. The fact that we got this is lucky.
Yeah, my one friend bought a house I think last year, kind of relatively close to my dad. He somehow managed to get it under asking price. He doesn't even know how. And this was, I'm sorry, he got it in 2022. Said he doesn't even know how he got it. Whereas we'll do my girlfriend and I will do some doom scrolling here and there just to try and see what we can get.
Yeah.
And it's just oh my god, stuff that we want. Even a fucking townhouse is ludicrous.
And
the only reason we got this is because we're out here. We're far from things. Nobody likes to be far from things unless their things are here. Which the people that are here, everything's around there. They barely go out of town. Honest to God.
Yeah, because I know you said Bridge works in Chicago.
That's a haul. We both did.
Exactly.
We both from here worked in Chicago.
Exactly.
Without traffic, it's an hour and a half. 80 miles an hour.
And granted, whenever my girlfriend works from home, so whenever she has to go in the office every once in a while. But we could never live out here. No offense.
It's cheap out here,
no,
but it's far from everything.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
I know.
yeah. My girlfriend would not allow that.
But I hate the city. I hate too many people.
Oh yeah, no. It's like we said last episode. We despise Chicago with a burning passion. The only time I liked going up to Chicago was during St. Patrick's Day,
Or whenever there's a metal show.
Yeah, or when there's a good metal show going.
Like Summer Slaughter, 2011.
Or that upcoming, is the Carnifex one coming here? In Joliet? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know about the Carnifex one.
I know Dying Fetus just announced that they're coming to Joliet.
Yeah, probably. I might go. I want to see.
It's on a Wednesday. It's on a Wednesday. I don't think they're actually on it. I don't think they're on the Joliet one.
extra bands.
Yeah, I don't think they're on it.
Not making it to Illinois.
Yeah, and speak for yourself. I'm the one that mostly listens to like European shit, and that typically stays in Europe,
Yeah.
unless they come to like Maryland Death Fest or that cruise thing that goes on.
I would like to do that. 10,000 tons cruise or whatever.
70K tons.
Yeah, where they had Dragon Force on there. You gotta admit that'd be kind of
That way, yeah. I did a cruise years and years ago with
same dude. Oh, I got a joke about what we're talking about, but go ahead. Continue.
Yeah,
Continue.
no, we did a cruise for my grandparents' 50th anniversary years and years ago. This was back before I started drinking, mind you. But like everyone else, all the rest of my cousins were like drinking like fish essentially.
Drinking fish.
Drinking like
fish.
Sorry. They were drinking like a fish essentially. Like this. Oh my! That's gonna have to be a separate episode in and of itself because the stories I have from that cruise. Oh my god! I could go on for at least like 30 minutes. Easy. But yeah, no, like we did a cruise. We had a blast. It was so much fun. We would love to do another one, but my grandma, is like super stingy about stuff like that, and she thinks like we're after her money. We're like, no, that's why. No,
I'm after my grandma's money.
we enjoy going to the island. We love going up there. We like going up there. It's always a good time. Granted, although one of the last times I went up there,
A little too close to Pleasure Island, all right?
no, far from it. Far from it. No, but being real for a second, and I had probably the worst panic attack of my entire life when I was up there one of the last times, where like I literally was crippled. Where like my legs just gave way and I was just like screaming. It was a massive panic attack.
You hit on by a hooker or something?
No. Like I'm being legit. Like I'm not joking or anything.
No, is that what caused the panic attack, or was it something else separate?
It was something else. I don't know what.
All right, and then I'll heighten the mood up. I got hit on by a 40-year-old hooker when I was 12 on a cruise. We went to Jamaica. In front of my dad, she asked if she wants to go. What do you mean? I'm 12. I just learned how to jerk off. So you just learned how to jerk off at 12? I'm like, no. This is weird late bloomer. Have a big enough.
Oddly enough, that's almost close to one of the stories from the cruise that I would like to talk about. Close, very close. We're not going to do it. I'm going to save that for another.
Well, you know how I keep making rich jokes with you? Even though he is. Bridge is starting to do that with me now. Because apparently I grew up rich in the lower middle class. Whoa, hold on. Not you rich. This was like, here's blue collar with money. So like construction workers. Here's me. So apparently I had money. So I was also dumb. That's probably why we had money. They're like, oh, I was told to my face, you're not smart enough. So I'm like, oh, all right. Cool. What does that mean for the rest of my life? Good luck.
Is that why Bridge always gets mad at you whenever you spend money on like XYZ?
She just found out that I had a cell phone she's always wanted. In like the early, like in high school.
Oh, okay.
She's like, you had this phone? I'm like, yeah, it's a cool phone. She's like, you fucking dick. I was trying to get this phone forever. I never had the money to get it. I'm like,
I remember my first phone. I didn't even really want one, but I needed it because I was doing football my first 2 years of high school, and I needed one. But my first phone was a Razor.
I love Razor.
I kind of like it too. I know they're bringing them back, but like because of the fact it's like all touchscreen, it scares the shit out of me. No. Like have you seen like phones where it's like bendable screens? Yes. No, that scares the shit out of me.
I do like the phones that turn. You seen that one?
I did have one where it was like the slide keyboard. Yeah. That was one of that I had in college before I got an iPhone.
I don't know if it's a Droid. It probably is because iPhone only makes iPhones. It's a whole screen that slides up, so it's like a T, and each different. Each screen you see can be done with 2 different things. So like the horizontal one, you can do something, and then the vertical one, you can do something else completely, which is kind of cool. But I don't have that kind of money.
We have been recording for almost an hour and 10 minutes. Do you want to do like our metal recommendation and then call it quits? All right, I guess we'll do that. Oh my god, I have to pull my phone up. So let me.
No, I'm gonna do the same thing because I thought I was gonna do that one.
Well, because I like because what I do is ever since last year I will make lists of like my favorite albums that come out like this within that year, and then midway through December, that's my cutoff point. That's when I have to start like ranking them. So I started it up again this year, and yesterday, which was Friday the 26th, at the time of this recording, there were a lot of fucking really good albums, and the rest of this month like was dog shit. There was like nothing that like really stood out, and I don't know if I'm still a bit jaded from having to rank all of them, but no, I do have a list, and we're going with ones that like need more recognition. So there was a really good melodic death metal. Yesterday had like a lot of good female fronted melodic death metal bands that came out. So I'm gonna go with the one that I can't pronounce, and that is Nemesis. They just released an album called Embrace Reality. Fucking solid. Like it's basically like not Angela White. Very different one. It's like the old Arch Enemy without Alyssa White, who I can't stand. She's way too fucking pretentious. But Nemesis is essentially like old school or old Angela Glasgow of Arch Enemy. Really fucking solid if you like that type of music. It's almost like a carbon copy, very very solid. So anyway,
is that a new band?
I don't know how new they are. They just came up on my Twitter, from my Twitter feed, from where I get like all my albums from, and checked to see if they were on Spotify. I did, downloaded them, loved it.
I am not going with a new band. I want them to come back, even though I know it won't happen. That's Signal the Firing Squad. The more we do this podcast, the more you're going to find out I really can't stand Australia. Hey, you take that as a great fault. I just feel like they're shitty accented version of my people out here. Country people just with a literal twang. But there's exceptions.
Say anything bad about the Australians, their spiders will come after you.
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about that either. But, we got Trump.
What is that?
I don't know. But they are from Australia. The main 3 things that are okay with Australia for me are the Irwins. Period. Like,
oh yeah,
I'll go to war for them. The Red Shore, my favorite band, and Hugh Jackman. Even though he divorced his wife, I fucking love Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I'm excited for Deadpool 3.
They just finished filming.
Oh, I'm excited for Deadpool 3, and I'm not even a Marvel fan at all, but I'm excited for Deadpool 3.
Signal the Firing Squad was around 2010s deathcore, so like MySpace deathcore era, big tech deathcore. Like the skill is there. They have breakdowns. I don't know if you'd like them, but they're definitely an interesting listen. Like how you like the Red Shore, they're chuggier than the Red Shore with those kind of riffs. That make sense? Yeah. Signal the Firing Squad is my band for today that I want to come back. I know JFAC's coming back, and I'm super hyped about that.
Just imagine.
Big hype.
And I think this is going to be the year that we have both Job for a Cowboy and Black Dahlia Murder coming back.
Oh, dude. big hype about that because everybody's saying everything's great live with them.
Black Dahlia?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So, I've been worried about that since.
Well, they got Knight back, and he's been. I never know his name. The singer, the backup one to Trevor.
Oh my god.
Ben, Ryan. Ben? Yeah, but he's been with them. With him and
he's
Trevor.
The last remaining founder.
That's it. So, and he's always done good as. I wouldn't even say backup. I'd say extra.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because extra or backup almost sounds rude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's not.
Disrespectful.
He played guitar and he did vocals. So, big hype on that. Yeah. Big fucking hype.
Where was it gonna go? Oh, funny we say that actually, because right now, I think who Jaffer Cowboy right now is and Black Dahlia are gonna be competing against for like best death metal album as of right now, Vitriol. I finally just gave them a shot.
You just heard them? Did you hear about what happened with their first CD?
No.
They had to delete one of the intros because they used a live video audio. Well, it was a video, but they used the audio from it of a girl committing suicide on Facebook Live. They had that whole audio for their CD, but the label told them you can't, so they got rid of it. It's the one with the hammer and the nail or whatever.
Shit, I was thinking of like Purity from Slipknot for a second. I don't know why that came to mind.
But yeah, no, they go. Vitriol's great.
This is my first time. That was my first time hearing them. Like, I know they're a huge name in the death metal scene. I just never gave them a chance until yesterday. And yeah, Vitriol's new album. Holy shit, it goes.
Fun fact. Besides what I just gave you, there was a band, and I'm pretty sure in like 2011 called Those Who Lie Beneath. Vocalist in that is in I Declare War's band now. Can't think of his name. Like an asshole. But he was the vocalist in Those Who Lie Beneath, and the three of those guys made Vitriol. If I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, we're not afraid. We're not afraid to have people correct us.
We're not arrogant. Last thing I remember seeing is that they broke up. He went and did the Gun Show, I think, for a while. Was another band. But then now he's in. That's another band you need to listen to, and I can't think of the fucking name. Oh, they're called Sacrifice. They're like hardcore grind, and he's Jamie.
Not Five Finger. Not Hatebreed, Jamie, right?
No.
Okay.
I think it's like Jamie Hanks. But yeah, that's my fun fact for you about that band.
So there you go.
Nice. All right. Well, this is about as good a time to stop as any because this is going to be a long episode, which I'm very okay with.
Yeah, it's good.
Editing's just going to be a bitch, though. All right, but yeah, that'll do it for this episode. We'll catch you guys next time.
We're gonna eat the rest of that cake.
Yeah, for real.
Deuces.
Later, Gators.